April 22nd, 2026. So let's talk about what happened today. Now, the day started out very beautiful, very positive, a lot of good energy. But then, when I left my tent, I said, please don't challenge me because I was willing to fight today because I was tired of the bullshit. So my friend, who I see over at the recycling center in the morning, you know, wanted to irritate me by continuously coughing on me. And he made up some excuse that his throat was scratching. You all cough on me. Well, today was not the right time to cough on me. So I confronted him. He thought I was playing. I said, well, let's take it outside and I'll whip your ass. And so I walked away, and well, now I went back to, doing my work. Everything was fine, having my coffee. And then Tom and Kathy decided to come sit next to me in the table next door, or right next door. And well, I thought, well, maybe I'll go talk to Tom and see if I can work things out with him and Kathy. And I went over there. I go, hey, Tom, do you have a problem with me? Well, any motion for me to sit down. I go, well, hey, if you have a problem, we can take it outside. And his aggression got really bad. And he said he would fucking kill me. Explicatively, he said he would kill me. Now, that was kind of violent, Tom. But then when Kathy and Tom sat at my table before, Kathy had the same attitude of violence. She used to talk about, death and really fucking hurting people. So they got the same attitude. Tom said he would kill me. And a few months back, Kathy, violently said she'd do this and that to anybody that crosses her. I mean, what? Tom, he's from New Jersey? Does he think he's like a mobster or something? And Kathy, she, I had to escort Carolyn away because I knew Carolyn was ops. She was ops at Marie's house. Having people listening on the phone and shit. And she had the same thing happening over at where she was staying in San Bernardino. People were listening on the phone. I knew she was ops, working against me. But that's beside the point because I seen Caroline's soul. It's not what her karmic persona was doing, but I saw deep down in her soul, the child's soul in her, which was attractive to me. But I couldn't take it anymore. Then Kathy, she went over there and to the community senior center, and then Kathy got up in our business and brought Caroline back. And talking shit to me. And so I had her stuff already packed up and ready to go. And, when Kathy was walking away, after getting in my relationship business, which she had no reason to or shouldn't have, she's all telling Caroline, oh, we're going to find you a better man. We're going to do it right. And what'd she do? She let Caroline spend the night at her house one night and then dropped her off at the crisis center. Really, Kathy? And then they put her to a mental hospital? Kathy? You see these two people? And that was it today. That was the last straw today. So I went down to the sheriff department and I told them that I'll be leaving town on the 3rd. And I'll be going towards, not to, but towards Paradise City up north. I got 5 days to register. I can be up in Washington in 2 days. I can be in Oregon in 1 day. Okay? And that was it today. I will never go back to the senior center for the remainder of my time here. You understand that? So both Tom and Kathy are very violent. And these are your real estate appraisers? Whatever. I tried to, talk to Nina, and Tom was already in there. She's all pushing the door closed on me. Well, that's fine, Miss Nina. We don't need to see each other again. God bless you. You have a beautiful day. So that was the extent of it today. Now, I was also, in a positive, good attitude. I decided to do some work. So, the 7 fallen angels, the extraterrestrials that inhabited Earth cycles, 1 fallen angel per Earth cycles, because there's 7 of these fallen angels. We got the Canaanites, the Hittites, the Hivites, and so on down the list. There's 7 of them. So I know the extraterrestrial breed that is infecting our planet today, which is the Jebusites. Okay? And I'll go more into this detail about your UFO problem here and extraterrestrials. Also, as far as our DNA makeup, we have 12 strands of DNA. Okay? Now, if you look at the doors or what's on the New Jerusalem, there's 12 gates. You know, in order from 1 to 12. Now, those 12 gates on the New Jerusalem, which, by the way, is a dimensional quantum super mega universal computer which runs everything. 4 living creatures are, you know, androids that service it. And if it's a quantum computer or dimensional quantum computer, well, of course, nothing can go into it or anything like that, you know. And so so that's why nothing foul or lies or can go into that dimensional quantum computer. Not humans, not for humans. But what I'm trying to say is that the 12 strands of DNA represents the 12 gates of the New Jerusalem. And once your soul matches your consciousness, it activates the Trinity. Okay? And then you start your ascension process. But anyway, that's enough for today, and I'll be going further and dropping some other videos. God bless you and have a beautiful day.